Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I just share the PowerPoint. So the concept of force, yeah. So what does force mean? It is a push or pull that cause an object to speed up or slow down or stop or change direction. Yeah. So this is a general concept, but it does not necessarily mean if you push something, it will stop, it will speed up or slow down. For example, if you push a car, the car may not move, right? But do we give a force to a car? Do I give a force to a car if we push it, even though it's not moving? So yes, there is a force. So even though something is not changing its speed, so it can still get a force. Yeah, and we have two types of force. So the first force is what we call internal force. So internal force is inside the body and through muscular contractions. Yeah. So for example, when we digest a food, so when we swallow a food in our stomach, so that's internal force. And external force outside the body, so it includes gravity. Yeah. Gravity, so everyone can feel gravity. So when we jump up, so we finally get down because of gravity. Then we have weight, we have friction, we have air, wind, or water resistance. Yeah. So when you, for example, when you are in a car, yeah, so you can feel the wind. So that's air resistance. Yeah. Okay, so look at the picture. So the force from gravity goes vertically down. Yeah. So you also have upward force from the ground. Yeah. And you also have forward force from the throw. And you also have the force from air resistance. Yeah. So this four force working together. So when we can say something called resultant force may go this direction. Okay. Okay, let's look at another one. So, okay. So when you throw a ball, what force will you get on the ball? Yeah. So our hand will have a force to push the ball, and it will have gravity. Yeah. And it will have air resistance. Yeah. So generally, that's a force we get. Okay. So next one, momentum. Yeah. So for momentum, the definition is defined as mass in motion. So it's a little bit strange, but when you study physics, so you will learn this equation. Momentum equals mass times velocity. Mass is in the unit is kilogram. For mass, the unit. Velocity is in meter per second. Yeah. It's not kilometer per hour, it's meter per second. Yeah, so that's a momentum. For example, for this athlete, so if the mass of this lady is, for example, 55 kilograms, and the velocity of this lady, because she's running, right? So maybe it's maybe it's 6 meters, or 6 is a little bit too fast. So let's make, 6 is okay. Yeah, 6 meters per second. So we times these two together. So the answer is 330. Yeah. So that's a momentum. But we do not do calculation in this unit. Yeah. You just get an idea. So the magnitude of the momentum. That's it. And for momentum, we have two kind of momentum. Linear momentum, which is this one. And we also have angular or rotational. Yeah. So this one goes this one. Yeah. That's rotational momentum because the athlete is rotating. Yeah. Okay, so we finish this one. Let's go to the next one. So what is lever? So for lever, we have three kinds of lever. So we have load, yeah, which is also there are three components of lever. The first one is load, yeah. So load is the green color, and we have force, yeah. So the force is effort, yeah, this one. The load is this one here, and we have fulcrum, which is axis of rotation. So it's here, yeah. And we can use lever to, so there are three kinds of lever. So first class lever, so fulcrum in the middle, and effort and the load on the opposite side. And we have the second class lever, which is load in the middle, and yeah, so force and fulcrum, so they are on opposite side. And third class lever, so we have effort in the middle, yeah, then the rest two on the opposite side. So what levers can do? So it can increase speed when the force arm is long and the resistance arm is short. Yeah. So force arm is long, resistance arm is short. So that's force arm is long. Yeah. So that's this one. So that's the second lever. And it can also increase force. So the resistance arm is long and the force arm is short. So for example, this one. Yeah. So yeah, that's one. Okay, let's have a look at some example. So for example, which class lever is this one? So you got fulcrum in the middle, resistance and force on opposite side. So can you guys type it in the chat? So what do you think? Which class lever is this one? Yeah. All right, thank you, Andy. Yeah, that's first class. Yeah, thank you, George. Yeah, so because we have fulcrum in the middle, so that's first class of lever. Yeah, so yeah, because first class lever, fulcrum in the middle, second class, load in the middle, third class, effort, which is your hand force is in the middle. So let's look at this one. So what about this one? Which class lever is this one? So we have effort in the middle. What do you think? Effort in the middle. Is that of course it's not first class, right? Because yeah, so which is this one? Okay, so we got yeah answer from George. Thank you, George. Yeah, yeah, that's very good. Well done. So that's second class because we have efforts in the middle. Yeah. Second class. Thank you, Andy. Yeah. Okay, so you confirmed George's answer. Yeah, that's very good. So second class. Oh, sorry. So this one, second class is load in the middle. So this one is third class. So efforts in the middle. Yeah. So efforts in the middle is third class. So yeah, this one is effort in the middle. So this one is third class. Okay. And then we have this one. So this one, so it's the load or it's a resistance in the middle. So this one must be, this one is second, third. So we have force not in the middle. So we say the effort is just the far end of fulcrum. If effort is the far end, so let's go back to have a look. Yeah, so if the effort is at the far end, yeah, so that's this one. So that's the second. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's finish. Okay, let's finish. Yeah, second. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so we'll have a look at in the body. Yeah. So we have a small video that we can watch. So I will just open the video. So let's watch it together. Okay, so we have a video here. Okay, so this one. That's the one. Yeah. Okay, so this one finished. Let me see if I can open this one. Is there any sounds? Okay, just a bunch. Yeah, so if it's not working or not, is this working or not?
Joints and levers of the human body. Objective: to understand
Can you guys
how
hear the
joints in
sound?
the human body work as levers. Is a simple machine consisting of a rigid bar that rotates about a fulcrum and is used to transmit a force. There are 4 parts to a lever. And load. Body. Bones act as lever arms. Joints act as fulcrum. Muscles provide the effort and force to move loads. Arrangements of joints and muscles. Different classes of levers are identified in the body. First class levers have the fulcrum in the middle, like a seesaw. An example is the joint between the skull and the atlas vertebrae of the spine. The spine is the fulcrum across which muscles lift the head. Class levers have bone in the middle. An example is the heel joint. Here the upper back is the resistance and the heel acts as the fulcrum. The effort is the contraction of the calf muscles. Levers have the effort in the middle. An example is the elbow joint. When you lift a weight, the elbow joint acts as a fulcrum across which the bicep muscle performs the weight. Joints and muscles in the human body function as levers. The joint between the skull and the first vertebra is a first class lever. The heel joint is a second class lever. The other joint is a third class lever. Okay, so we have finished this one. And for the PowerPoint, yeah, we just quickly stop. We just stop here. Then what I will do, I will quickly introduce our reportable learning task for you guys. So this one. So reportable learning task is biomechanics model learning task. And this one you can find in resource. Oh, sorry, you can find it in learning task. So you go to biomechanics model, this one. Yeah, and so that's the task detail. So there's one attachment you can download. I have downloaded this one for you guys. So I just quickly open this one. Okay, let me make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, so for this one, so for oftentimes we take our everyday movements for granted, but in reality, so we have our musculoskeletal system works hard every day, every second, and in our movements, in our postures, in our blood circulation through our body. So for this task, we will explore and demonstrate your understanding of major muscle groups and how they work together between the skeletal system and the muscular system. So you need to select one of the following major agonist and antagonist muscle in pairs. So you can select the first one, which is bicep and tricep, and you can also select quadricep and hamstring, and then the third one, deltoid, and this one.
So just select one from the three. And this is an individual learning task. So you explore and research your selected muscle pairs in the context of this joint. Yeah, so there are three options you can do. So you select one options to present your finding. So first one, you can get a working and labored model of joints. So you get a working model and including an additional except. So just to give a little bit more explanation. And or you can go to the second option. You can get a digital poster. So you can make a poster. Yeah, so what's the question? Can I do a poster point to present it? Yes, sure, Betty, you can do it. So you can you can do a PowerPoint. Yeah. Yeah, so that's also an option. So if you want to make a PowerPoint, so for me, it's very similar to a poster. Yeah, so that's okay. And you need to, as long as you include the diagram of the joints. And the third one, you can make a 2-minute long video, including diagrams of the joints. And you must include the following information in your project. So you can use the following as a checkpoint. So you, for the musculoskeletal system, you must say the joint type, where is it in the body, and the bone involved, and the muscle group involved. Yeah, because this one is skeletal, this one is muscular. Yeah, then you need to say how the muscles are working together. So for example, you can use the lever system. So is that a first class lever or is that second class lever? Yeah. So which part of the muscle is contraction? Yeah. Which part of the muscle is lengthening? Yeah. And you need to have the agonist and antagonist muscle involved. Yeah, like type of contraction. So that's the musculoskeletal system, which we have been covered. And for the biomechanics part, so this is what we have been doing now. So you need to get the activities that's involved in this joint and how the muscles and bones are working as levers. Yeah. So levers, that's the content for today. Just to say first class lever, second class, or third class, and give a reason. Yeah. So this two parts, that's the information you must include. And for the green colored part, for this part, so this is extension. So if you do it, so if you include the type of joint action, so that's a bonus. You get extra marks, but that's not necessary. So you do not have to do it. But if you do it, you get a little bit more marks. Yeah. And so what you will be assessed on. So there are 5 criteria you will be assessed on. So the first one is the quality and accuracy of the information included. So the quality and accuracy. So do you give detailed description? So is there any grammatical error? So something. So and the level of efforts. So have you done a detailed research? And is the information very accurate? So is that any creativity shown? And there are also the quality of presentation. Yeah. Then it's the spelling and grammar. Then if you could, please get reference. Yeah. And this is a reportable learning task. Yeah, which is our second learning task. So it is important. And we need to do it not in pairs, we do it individually. Yeah. Okay, and there is a marking rubric on the next page. So that's a marking rubric we have. So you have quality and accuracy of skeletal system. So for example, if you have highly accurate and automatically correct representation or explanation of the skeletal system, you got 4. Yeah, you got 4 marks. Yeah, so if it's at standard, so if it's mostly accurate and mostly, yeah, or not mechanically correct, so you got 3 marks. Then for evidence of effort, the quality of a model, poster, or video, or even a PowerPoint. So depending on how good we can do it. And your grammar also count. So so if you got correct spelling and grammar with no error, you get 3 marks. Yeah. And if you have reference, you got 1 mark. Yeah. If there's no reference, so it's 0 mark. Yeah. And for the due date of this assignment, so the due date is 25th of August, which I think is next Thursday, right? 25th. Oh, sorry, next Wednesday. Yeah. So you have about 10 days to do it. And when you finish, upload the work. Yeah. If you have is there any questions for this learning task? Yeah. So are there any questions? Yes. Okay, all good. Thank you, Darcy. So if there's no questions, so please type your name here. Yeah, before you go, type your name here. So I know you are still here. Yeah, thank you. All good. And you can get started with your assignment. And yeah, so if there's any questions, just send me an email. Yeah. Thank you, guys. You have a good day. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. I have a
Yes,
question.
right.
So all those questions at the bottom of that worksheet we have to do. So everything that at a dot point we have to answer those questions.
Yes, just let me quickly share the screen again. Yeah, so let me quickly share the screen. So you mean?
Yeah, them. So we have to answer all those questions.
So you need to answer all these questions?
Yep.
Yeah. So the red part is, yeah, compulsory. And like I said before, so the green part, is optional, but you get bonus marks. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Easy.
thank you, Ryan. Yeah. Any other questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay, you have a good day. Yeah.
You too, bye.
What about Harry? Yeah. Hello, Harry.